Well, let me ask you if this sounds familiar. You decide one day that you've become interested in wood turning and you want to learn more. So you go talk with someone or you work with somebody that has a lathe and they show you a few things that they can do and they even let you turn a little bit. And you get to the point where your tool's dull and they walk over to their sharpening station and they either sharpen it themselves and as you watch, or they show you how to sharpen it. And then from there, you make your tool look exactly like that and you continue sharpening it that same way. Nothing wrong with that, right? Well, until one day, then you go and watch maybe a YouTube video, or perhaps you're at a live wood turning symposium and you see a live demonstration. And then all of a sudden you realize the person turning has a different bevel profile, or maybe their tool looks completely different than yours. And what is it that they know that you don't know? And wow, it can become very confusing very quickly. And guess what? We've all been there. The trick with sharpening and shaping tools is there's a lot of personal preference involved. And there are a lot of details that need to be covered in order to understand the tools properly so that you can shape them the way you want, and then how to sharpen them properly. So instead of trying to sum all this up in one blog article or one video, it became really clear to me that a course needed to be developed, and that's what we're here about today. I've developed the Tool Sharpening for Wood Bowl Turning eCourse, which is all online, and you can take it right now. This is the coolest thing. I've got lesson after lesson. There's literally dozens of videos in here, and they're not the long, kind of drawn out videos that you see elsewhere that they say they're going to answer your question, but you've got to watch 35 minutes to get to the real answer. No, these are bite-sized videos that address each issue, and there are dozens of them. They're all indexed and they're organized and they're super easy to find. You can come back to them. Now, the great thing about this course that I'm offering is that you have a lifetime membership when you sign up. That means you can keep coming back. And it's interactive. So you can leave comments on any lesson and I will respond to them. And in the event that maybe a topic wasn't covered as detailed as it needed to be initially, I will produce more content and I will add that to this course. So this course is going to continue to evolve and grow over time to be even more thorough than it is initially. And what do I mean by thorough? Well, we're going to talk about what is sharpening and what is sharpening not. And we're going to talk about all sorts of different detail as far as what you need to know about the various tools. I'm going to cover bowl gouges in great detail. Bowl gouges, as far as bowl turning, are probably the most important tool. And I'm going to show you 5 different bowl gouge profiles. I'm going to show you how to shape them, to originally take a new bowl gouge and shape it with a new profile. And then I'm going to show you how to sharpen that as maintenance on an ongoing basis as well. And I'm going to explain to you why you would possibly want multiple bowl gouges with different profiles and different appearances and different abilities. We'll cover all of that. We're going to get into round nose scrapers, and we're going to talk about negative rake scrapers, and we're going to talk about how we can create a burr on the top edge of these scrapers and then pull the burr so that it has a cutting characteristic versus just a scraping characteristic. And I'm going to show you exactly how beneficial that will be for your bowls. Now, if you're coming to this brand new, if you haven't started turning, this is where you want to start, because if you can nail down sharpening your tools, you're going to be able to do everything else with great ease. If you've been turning for a while and you've had questions about, well, am I doing this right, or can I do it a little bit differently, this class is also for you. Now, if you're into bowl turning or wood turning and you started with carbide scrapers and you want to learn how to use traditional tools, again, this course is for you. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you how to rejuvenate the carbide tips, the sharpening tips for those tools if you are using those currently. And there's nothing wrong with using those. I have them, I use them occasionally, and they're a great way to get started out in turning, and they have various purposes that you can use throughout your turning experience. But I highly recommend getting to traditional tools. And traditional tools are going to give you a better finish quality and a higher or cleaner cut rather. So just to go over this real quick, what I'm going to be showing you is I'm going to show you this is a fingernail grind. We're going to do a fingernail grind. We're going to do a traditional grind. We're going to do a 40-40. We're going to do a swept back. This is a 55-degree bull gouge swept back. And we're going to do a micro bevel. And I will explain all the details of why you would want to have a micro bevel bull gouge. This class is just loaded with information, and by the time you go through all of it, you're going to have everything you need to know about how to sharpen your tools properly. And that's the whole point. Nowhere have I found this information. Essentially, what I'm doing, guys, I'm putting together material I wish that I had available when I first started out. Yeah, there's a video here and there, and there's an article here and there, and they kind of talk about this part of a subject and a little bit here. I'm trying to condense all of that so that you have the experience to walk through this from the beginning to the end to make the decisions that you want to make as far as what type of tool profiles and sharpening techniques you would like to use. As a matter of fact, I'm actually also showing you two different types of sharpening system, the one-way Wolverine system and the Robert Swarby Pro Edge sharpening system as well. So you get to, if you haven't decided on which system to get, this is a great opportunity for you to see how both of these systems operate. And I'm going to show you all the different tools and how to sharpen them on both of those systems. So that's another great feature of this. On top of all of that, if for some reason you're not actually thrilled with this course, then I will give you your money back. It's quite that simple. I have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's really no excuses. And I'll tell you what, when you know how to sharpen your tools properly and you can do it consistently and you have confidence at the sharpening station, that confidence and that perfectly sharp tool back at your lathe makes all the difference in the world when it comes to turning wood bowls. It makes it so much easier to enjoy the process and to really understand everything that's happening. If you're not sharpening tools properly, or if you have dull tools, or if you're just questioning what the heck you're doing with the tools, then this course is for you. So there's buttons below, just click those. And oh, by the way, you can go look at the whole criteria or the whole list of lessons for the course right now as well. So if you click on the button for the course down below, it will take you to the course itself, and you can actually see all the lessons. As a matter of fact, the first two lessons, or the introduction to the course, is open, so you can see those without being a member. And then you can see all the different topics for the lessons below. So go check those out, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm excited for you to learn all about tool sharpening for wood bowl turning. And like I said, it's going to make a world of difference for you. So happy turning.